hell? What? Easy on. Maybe he'll see a little better Saturdays. Oh. You need to leave. Alright. Not gonna lie, I spent way too much money on this shit. $700 for a steering wheel and controller. Say what? Oh, okay. Well. Say again? Oh. Hey, look, I don't like Perry or Lapidite. So he's gotta go. I don't care for him. What I do care for is another I-16 career. Alright. We're gonna do this all over again. We're going to do the Battle of Stalingrad. And we're gonna have our old boy Vasily Zaitsev in his I-16 ready to go. Vasily. How do I spell that? Vasily. Zaitsev. Vasily Zaitsev. March 23. 1991. Nope. The farmer. I love how they all look different for each country. Like they all have a particular look to them. I don't know why none of the Russian ones look good. Okay, that'll be good. That'll work. Aw, come on. Babe, I gotta send you something. Wowzers! Alright, I'm in a much better mood tonight, so we're not going to kill our pilot tonight. Sound good? If he dies, though, he dies. That is it. I'm not gonna lie, that iRacing, was freaking awesome. I think everyone left that session that was about to start because I was wrecking everyone on accident. I even said I'm sorry, and then the last time I did it, one guy just said nice, and then they all left. So I think that's enough iRacing for today. I will get good. I will get good, but I should stick to the rookie stuff for now. I'm good at it, but I overdo it, like way too hard. Like I go way too crazy, and I end up either entering the turn too fast or trying to exit the turn too fast. Alright. Oh, Vasily Zaitsev here. Brand new pilot in his I-16. Let's see what we can do. I would really like for literally any one of these to survive long enough to see the end of the war. So far has not been successful. Now, though Friedrich Steiner, our ME-262 pilot, has had a very, very, very rough go at it, as in out of 10 sorties, he's either not made it off the runway, or he's jumped out of his airplane, or it's been shot to pieces. Other than that, he has survived, and I feel like for some reason he's going to be the one that actually makes it. Babe, would you be able to check my audio? What are you doing? Oh, she can have that. Alright, on runway, parity, start mission. Got the chat set up, and we're gonna go to. It sounds good. All right, we're gonna test it here in a second. Whenever we get the airplane going, I think it's still good, but you know, want to make sure. So one piece of Windscreen und die Fliegelweißen. Fliegelwaffen. Yeah, you know, I like that. That's nothing too crazy. It's not too bizarre, but it will differentiate myself from the others. And whenever we get snow, we'll go for something like that or something, or like this one. Okay. And what are we doing here? Okay, your mission is to provide air cover for our ground forces near the front lines. Our supply trucks are hauling fuel and ammo to the forward units in this area and are extremely vulnerable. Ground spotters will warn you of enemy aircraft to vector you to intercept their approach. You may return to base only after following the spotters' instructions. Alright. Welcome in, everybody. If you missed it, we're restarting with Mr. Vasily Zaitsev here, as he died last night. And we're going to start from scratch. And he is not going to die this time. Hopefully. Flaps going. Hold on, I need my special sauce. I need more of my special sauce. And then we'll get rolling here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Freeze and rest his head on a pillow made of concrete. Yeah. Yo, is Billy in here? Or Barcotic? I think that was his name. Or RWD? If you are, say hi. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. What's up, narcotics? Yeah, I wouldn't say that was to the fuselage. I'd say that was to my face. Thanks for joining me again. We're gonna get rolling. I'm in a much better mood, so I think my pilot will not die tonight. That's the plan anyway. Babe, let me know. Should be delayed. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Man, these dirt runways, never get used to that. Checkity, check, 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 check. Good? Cool. Excellent. How you doing, Barcotics? Glad to see you in here again, dude. I had a feeling you'd show up. There's one guy I met the other night. He was really cool. I ain't seen him since, but he was cool. You're cool too. Oh, let's pump the brakes a little bit here. So I think we're providing air support for some ground units in the area that are moving. Some transport trucks or something like that. What a beautiful day to fly. Okay, just don't look over there. That part's not beautiful. Make sure I can see what you said. Cut off. I'm alright though. Work got cut off for the rest of the week. Hey, that's a good thing. Get to chillax. Do a little bit of chilling. What do you do? I'll tell you what I do if you tell me what you do. You don't have to name a company if you don't want to. Paved roads. Now, you're not the guy that just holds the sign, are you? Because let me tell you, if you are the guy that holds the stop slow sign, I envy you so much. You know, so I'm in Tennessee, and they refuse to do it at night. And I kind of wish they would, because it is so bothersome in the city that I live in that they'll shut down lanes, and it's like already super high congested. So yeah, you ain't no flagger. You say it like it's a slur. I ain't no damn flagger. No, actually, I'm going to let you try and guess what I do. Let's see if you can guess. I work 5 days a week. My off days are Sunday and Wednesday. I will give you more hints if you have trouble. Don't be cheating now. Don't go to my social medias. Air traffic controller, no. I wish. Actually, no, I don't wish. That's probably way more stressful than what I do now. Nope. Here's a hint. I drive a vehicle to people's houses. I drive a vehicle to people's houses. Oh, you're close. You're getting close. You're really warm. We go to everyone's house and business every single day. Nope, not Amazon. You're on fire, though. Really warm. Don't you dare say DHL either. Don't say that. Yep. Ding, 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 ding. That is correct. I am a mailman. Now, would you think that? I know you haven't seen me, but just the way I am, would you think I'm a mailman? There's something over here. It's funny because literally no one would guess it if they saw me. No, not yet. I'm actually on a POV route, which means I actually have to provide my own vehicle to deliver the mail. So I got an imported Honda Step Wagon from Japan. It's a 2000 Honda Step Wagon with 66,000 miles. And I paid 10 grand for it. But they pay me EMA. It's about $1 a mile, so I make an extra $1,400 a month just from me driving it. Oh, dude, if you saw me, you would think it even less. I mean, if you go down through my profile, I'm a seeny weeny emo twink. Like skinny jeans, studded belt, everything. That's me. Let me focus up here. Don't want to choke this and kill our pilot again. What are these? 110s? Oh, HS 129s. Okay, yeah, we can deal with those easy. Super easy. As long as we don't get a fighter on our 6, we should be able to handle this no problem. A little bit too fast, though. Oh, get away from them. They're mine. Go on, get. those are 109s. Sure there's not one up my ass. This should be easy pickings, honestly, right here. Not stall, actually. Nothing on our 6. Kind of want to get that guy off the target too. We're gonna go after this guy now. We got the other guy to screw off. So far, so good. Looking all right. That's a flight leader too, way up there. I do see a fighter on the map coming for me. We'll deal with him when he gets here. He hit the web. It's too late for that. I will say the controls on this are very sensitive. Just slow way down, actually. We can literally just sit right next to this guy. He can't do anything to us. He's just gonna try and run. That's all he can do. Can't turn. Can't speed away. Oh, he dropped his bombs. Alright. Alright, he's gonna try and evade. Sorry, my gunnery is not very good right now. First match of the night, okay. Come on, bring her around. That might be it. Yeah, that's a dead pilot right there. There's nothing behind me. I think we're good. Some stuff off to our left here. Let's go deal with that now. More HS-129s. Why do y'all gotta go after the one I'm going after? Some bullet holes for you. Basically no fighter resistance right now. This is easy. Oh, there's a fire. We'll leave him to deal with that. I might actually kill the pilot with that too. Yeah, I believe so. At least he wasn't scared. Our tail gunners, well, actually I'll say yes. The World War I stuff, definitely. I have not really dealt with like HE-111s yet or anything like the World War II stuff. I mean, there's not a lot of, you know, World War II tail gunner aircraft. But as far as the World War I stuff goes, yes. I've been smoked by them before. Like just headshot, that's over with basically. The pilot vulnerability in general in this game is pretty realistic. But being as these guys don't have that, these guys are pretty light work. You know, they got to make the first mission easy. Doubt the next mission will be this easy. It's got so many holes in this plane. His engines are still running. Let's see. Give me just a second, I'm gonna read your message. Oh, out of ammo. Alright. I doubt he'll even make it back to base. If he does, I'd be surprised. Let's see. Is the plane stalling when it shakes like that? Yes. In that scenario, yes. Like here, I'll demonstrate it. See if I start a turn here, which there is turbulence in this game, but that's not what that was. See, look, if I go get, well, I kind of stalled it. See if I can make it not stall, but get close to it. Yeah, like that right there, that shaking, that's it trying to stall. You're right there. See if I can get a controlled pre-stall right here. Yeah, see that shaking? But this plane is so graceful, it recovers from it well. Though it is easy to stall, it's still nice. See if I can get another one going. Really demonstrate it. Yep, right there. If you see at the bottom left as well, you'll see the it'll say my heading, and it'll say 3 meters a second, 4 meters a second. It changes. That is your wind direction. So where the white arrow is pointing is where my aircraft is pointing. Where that blue arrow is pointing is the wind direction. And then the little, where it says 3 ms, that's the wind speed. I haven't run into any like super crazy winds, but I have run into some somewhat high winds. Like where I've basically been landing like sideways, like that. Like the plane's just gliding sideways. Yeah, me too. That thing on there is a little, what's a good word for it? We'll just say goated. It really is. That and the I-15, the biplane version. Stupid good turn rate. Now, I'll say this, though. The I-16 in War Thunder, because I played it in Sim before, like, do not play this plane in Sim. Like, there's something about the flight characteristics, like, where it just, like, wants to go up like this, and it just basically stalls itself indefinitely. And you won't even be pulling back on it. You'll be, like, trying to fight it to keep it, you know, level. I don't know if it's a bug and they just forgot about it because it's Sim and no one really plays Sim on War Thunder, but... Arcade, really? See, I started with arcade, but when I went to realistic, that was it for me. I was not going back to arcade. I was also in a squadron realistic event squadron. So playing realistic was kind of a must. If you ever get on War Thunder again, go look up AS1. It's ASONE. That was our squadron. And then we ended up making a new one called Hate 8, which is HATE, and then the number 8. That was our current squadron that we all kind of quit playing it. But I would consider both of those squadrons one squadron because Hate 8 came from AS1 after AS1 had kind of died down. So it's basically the same squadron. But we were going on from 2016, I believe. That's when I started playing War Thunder, and then I saw a YouTube video with a player from AS1 in a Fly Daily video. I was like, oh, what's AS1? And I went and joined them. And they just so happened to be a PlayStation squadron. I don't know if it's auto trim. I don't know if that could be trimmed out. I don't even know if it was possible to trim it. I mean, because, like, dude, I'm not exaggerating. It was like this. Like that. Just crazy. I love how this plane could just do that, by the way. Crazy. Alright, I guess we're gonna land here now. I think any plane that has to be trimmed that much is not airworthy. Put it that way. As in, War Thunder made a mistake. Man, I reminisce on the old arcade days, early War Thunder on PlayStation, when it first came out on PlayStation. That was so much fun. What a game. Used to be. War Thunder's very convoluted, dumb now. But at least they fixed the economy, so you can actually, you know, play your favorite planes without having a premium account. Like, if I'm not mistaken, the B-29 repair cost, like if you got shot down or crashed on accident or whatever, was like 70,000, 80,000 Silver Lions. It's like you couldn't even, with a premium account, go bomb bases, land and bomb more bases, and make enough to cover that. And then everyone started boycotting War Thunder on Steam by review bombing it, and they very quickly changed their economy. Very fun. Is there a break button? That's not what that is. I'm trying to figure out what some of these other buttons do. No. Okay. Hey, we made it. Let's see if we can't taxi it. 13. See, I had an account on PC, but I never really played it on there. I didn't really, so I wouldn't even consider myself playing that long. I really started in 2016. That was when I got my real start. You go back on my channel, there's like quite a few videos from like, man, 9 or 10 years ago. Like I made a video called Best Crash Landing Ever on War Thunder, and it actually did really well for some reason. But it was just me flying back to base with a busted engine. Like I probably could have cut out 10 minutes of that video, but I didn't really know what I was doing, so. I'm glad they got review bomb though, because it really made the game better. Can I not turn it around? I don't think I have the... Oh shit, let me not, let me not, let me not! Yep, we're gonna just turn the engine off instead of killing our guy here. Ta-da! Engine damaged. Okay, that's alright. I bet a PE2 campaign would be fun. Hey, we got 2 kills. And I bet if I had waited, that other one would have gone down. Greta, what are you doing? Wow, what? Oh, okay. No doom scrolling. You gotta be in the game. You gotta watch her write her song. Got a medal. Bomber kill bonus, 2,000 rubles? They give you cash back in World War II if you killed somebody in Russia? What is that? The order established following monetary bonuses for each shot down enemy aircraft since June 20th, 1942 to encourage good combat performance among the fighter pilots. A bomber was worth 2,000 rubles. A transport plane was 1,500 rubles, and a fighter was 1,000 rubles. The order reduced the monetary bonus for a shot down enemy bomber to 1,500. That is hilarious. I've never heard of that. I mean, what's to keep them from lying and be like, oh yeah, I just shot down like 6 bombers today. I mean, that's a hell of an incentive. That's really cool. I had no idea. You learn something new every day. So we got 4,000 rubles. I don't know what we do with it, but we have it. Huh. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. Yes, you will, Billy. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, think about it. If you had like a whole squadron, because you know, one of your guys would tell on you. But what if you had like a really tight squadron? And be like, hey, listen, we're just gonna lie every time, and just say we, shot down this many every time we go out, or just add 1 to whatever you actually shot down. Oh yeah, you saw it, bro? Yeah, he almost landed. He almost landed. I was about to say whatever because I really thought he was gonna make it. But Yep, I think getting his oil and him having to fly all the way back to his base destroyed his engine power there at the end. Because he was already kind of struggling to get back to base from when I was watching him. And then that big hole, along with him missing a flap, so he couldn't use flaps on his approach, or else he would have flipped over. And then he just got too slow, left wing stalled, and then that was it. I mean, yeah, that's true, but let's say, they're just going out on a patrol mission and they don't actually see any, combat. Like, ah, yeah, we shot down like 5 HS-129s and an HE-111 and like 3 109s. Today our unit is relocating to a new airfield. You're to take off and fly directly to the new airfield. Okay, we did that yesterday. So I think we know what's about to happen here. I think we know. One piece windscreen always. Always, always, always. So what's been up with you, Billy? It's funny because both of you guys are back from yesterday. That's awesome. By the way, I'm not saying it's funny like as in like, you know what I mean. It's cool to see you guys back. Alright, let me crank up the landing gear. Like the F3F or F4F Wildcats the same way. Hand cranked landing gear. We'll be fighting for the homeland. Remember the Nazis wiped out villages relatively. Yeah, that's probably why Germany ended up so messed up at the end of that war. I think there was a lot of, what do you call it, revenge taken on the German people by the Russians after what the Russians had to go through. I mean, if you look at it, there's a YouTube video out there, I forget who makes it, but it basically stacks up the numbers and casualties of World War II. I think the Russians lost more than any other country in terms of people. Because I think it was around 80 million total, right, between everyone that died. But the Russians lost the most. I think the Americans only lost, well, I only say only lost, but the Americans only lost like 400,000. The Russians lost, don't quote me on this, but I think they lost like 40 million. I don't even know. It was a lot of people though. And history is written by the victors, so the Russians definitely didn't do whatever Germans say they did to them. Let's also not forget Mr. Stalin. Joseph Stalin killed a lot of his own people. But that's the old saying, history is written by the victors. Stalin's not a bad man because he won the war. Not saying that, what... Okay, let me just stop right there and clarify. Hitler was bad man. Okay. I'm just pointing out that Stalin may have been just as bad. Yep, it was high, super high. And they're still digging up bodies to this day. Out in Kursk and Stalingrad and Moscow. And all throughout Germany. Still digging up Russian soldiers in mass graves. Still digging up Germans too, for that matter. To go to the Obersalzberg in Germany, Eagle's Nest and all that stuff. See where Hitler's mansion used to be. See all that cool stuff. See the bunkers. That'd be another cool place. Oh yeah, Pearl Harbor. That'd be another cool place to go. Yep. Yep, and their biggest mistake was fighting on, you know, picking a fight with Russia and in the U.S. Almost did it. Hitler had prepared his troops, right, for Stalingrad. Prepared them way better, and if he had reached the oil fields that he was trying to reach, I think to the south, that he also didn't end up getting because of the winter, he might have been able to beat Russia. Maybe. I'm not going to say he would have, but he bet a lot on that. Same thing with the West, with the Americans, the Battle of the Bulge. I mean, he had a good little thing going there, but it just wasn't enough. Not enough gear, not enough people, not enough gas, not enough warm clothes. Yep, just stirred the pot too much, exactly. And he wanted to blame all of his high-ranking officers, like it was all their fault that they lost certain battles. If you've never seen that movie Downfall, it's in German, but turn subtitles on. It's a really great account of Hitler's last days in Germany, Berlin, and just seeing the way he treated people, I guess, like having people shot. And it's like these German commanders are like World War I veterans and World War II veterans, and they're like really good commanders. Like what's that one guy that ended up what was his name? He was a commander in Africa. Yep. Anyone know? 4th Panzer Army, then in the summer, etc., no longer had the strength to push to the Caucasus. Yep, the Caucasus. Rommel, yep. Rommel, that's exactly who I was talking about. Like, if he didn't do what because he wasn't the only one, you know? He was not the only one. He had so many good generals that were just so good at their job that lost their lives for just about nothing. So, for things that were out of their control. Mr. Rommel. That dude was a badass. Counterattack from Moscow fell short. Armor Group Center at Smolensk. 100 miles, that would have been defeating Germans living in 41-42. Counterattack cost 1.5 million lives. Like, just to even hear you say that, dude, is crazy. And I'm not being dramatic. Like, just the whole scope of that entire war is just it's full of awe. I'm not going to say, obviously it's awful, but that's not what I mean. Just thinking of 1 million people is crazy. But to know 80 million... that is entirely insane. And I guess that's why I envy this so much. It's just the scale of it. And it's like, man, like I was telling my girlfriend the other day, like, I wish I could have gone back, or I wish I could go back and experience parts of it, just to see this, you know, because it's just so significant, crazy. You know, get a real feel for the politics of the time and everything. Another easy mission. Like, to be at Pearl Harbor. Just to witness, you know, something like that, you know, something so crazy. World listened at their radios awaiting to hear the fall of Moscow, and it shocked the world. Moscow stood the unbeatable Nazis and were beaten back. According to Wikipedia, Rommel was only loyal to the big man himself, not to the party or the SS, which surprised me because you would think most generals would be party members. Nope, this dude was just a certified leader and badass. Yeah, but Moscow and Stalingrad, I think those were two really big points of defeat for the Nazis. Like their first, you know, really big losses where it seemed like, you know, they may not, you know, where they may actually lose. Off topic kind of, but you can see I named him Vasily Zaitsev. If you haven't seen that movie, Enemy at the Gates, it's follows a sniper, a Soviet sniper, through the Battle of Stalingrad, and man, it is great. Which Vasily Zaitsev was a real person, so it's loosely based on the actual person. Really great movie. That movie is what made me want to buy my PU Mosin Nagant. And that was my first gun that I ever bought. Oh yeah, like what's his name? He was the World War I Pilot. Fat guy. Um, Goring. Herman Goring. Like, this dude had yachts, mansions up in Obersalzberg. Like, crazy. Too many chiefs and not enough Indians. With their fine Hugo Boss uniforms and drug addictions. Literally like movie stars. Like, I know more German commanders' names than I do American ones. Just to prove your point even further. All the pictures that were taken of them, all their flashy things. Alrighty. So we still have Stalingrad here. Germans are trying to push in from the south. 4th Panzer Army's down here. 6th Army's up there. Oh, we got kind of a long flight here. What are we doing? Air reconnaissance has spotted enemy forces massing near the settlement. Drop bombs on their heads. Okay, so we're doing a little bomb dropping mission. I'm feeling like this today. Let's go with that. White motto for Stalin at port and death to Nazis on the back. Or on starboard. You know what? Let's rock with that. So this says for Stalin and this says death to Nazis. Let's rock that for this mission. Yeah, their uniform. I'm not gonna lie, dude. The German uniforms, especially the SS. Oh my gosh. It is still good looking to this day. I don't know if I could get in trouble for saying something like that, but you can't deny they look sharp. They looked sharp. Kursk on Operation Bagration, you saw the Russians tactically and strategically outdo the Germans. The Allies never achieved that. Well, they did have the numbers. You know what the Russian strategy was? Is send as many people. Send more people than they have bullets, and you'll win. Well, if they have gone back to that, that's badass. The World War II Army stuff looks great. Now, I will say, I've never been a fan of the, what do you call it? The dress blues for the Marines. Never really been a fan of that. I feel like Army probably looked best. Oh, yeah, the paratroopers actually look really good. Like the airborne. They look really good. Like their combat uniforms. not just their dress attire. A little bit heavier this time. Pinks and greens. What's the pinks and greens? Explode the myths of the East Front on American story is the boss, David Glantz. He was a Vietnam vet, officer, and genius. I don't think I've ever heard of him. Propaganda. Until the 80s busted the lies. See, I had no idea about that. So I've actually I've got a copy somehow. I got it off eBay, paperback version from like the early 2000s because it's hard to find a new copy of it. Of Mein Kampf. Man, I don't know if y'all have ever read that. It's hard to read. Hitler is the king of run-on sentences, and you could see how he was convinced, you know, the entire German populace, you know, about his theories. You could see why. Not that I agree whatsoever, but man, I've gotten like about a quarter maybe, hang on, of the way through it, and I had to stop because it's just so much, which I would like to finish that. And I also have the Band of Brothers book that I want to read. I just find myself on here more often than I want to read, so it's quite a challenge for me. American media expert for the military. Okay. So David Glantz or Glantz. Is his stuff on YouTube? David Glantz's stuff? Like, could you find it on YouTube? Is that book learning? Nick Lance's lectures. Okay, cool. I'll have to check that out. Hopefully I can remember to do that, because I have a lot of free time. Well, not free time, but I get bored on my route, and I'll usually put something on if I'm not on the phone. So I'll see if I can remember to look that up tomorrow while I'm on my route and just listen to some stuff. Trying to get up in formation up here. So this, at least in mine, I don't know if I have a corruption or something in my files, but the first mission, if you have your HUD on, you know, all the characters, not characters, your AI have like their name above them, and it will be blue or red to distinguish it, friendly or foe. But after one mission, well, the only thing that'll pop up is your techno chat, like saying to throttle and stuff, and your map. And the rest of it glitches out where you can't see it. Which I'm actually kind of okay with, because it gives it, you know, I usually toggle it on and off anyway for more realism. But this kind of forces the realism. So, it's fine with me. Lance will debunk stuff for you, like in every major battle until 44. Germans had numerical and armor superiority in Russia. Yeah, I'm gonna go check that out tomorrow when I'm on my route. I don't know if you heard earlier when I was telling narcotics, but I am a mailman, so I got a lot of, you know, time to listen to stuff. Yeah, basically. Yeah, you just throw more people than they have bullets and you win. I like in Enemy at the Gates, they kind of point that out. They give one man a rifle and one man a clip of 5 bullets for the most in the gun. And told them, first man takes a rifle. The guy with the ammo follows him. When the guy with the rifle dies, the guy with the ammo picks up the rifle and starts shooting. Yep. Thousands of rifles on the floor. Yep. Yep. It's brutal. I would not have wanted to be a soldier. And their motto, you know, was not one step back. And they show that in the movie as well. Like, any Russians that were trying to retreat got, you know, cut down by their own friendly guys with machine guns if they tried to retreat. About halfway there now. We actually take off from Stalingrad. Watch, you're about to do a funky turn and then everyone's going to get mixed up. You gotta let it go. It wasn't too bad. Stood like iron. I bet after that, you know, after Moscow, after winning that, you're probably 100% right. Like, there probably was not much morale to begin with. I mean, you got to think about the way they viewed the Germans, you know, is that they truly probably believe that, you know, the Germans were just superior. They had better fighters, better infantry, better tanks, better ammo, better food. And that, you know, basically let them know, like, oh, we can win this. And really started trying. Just from like a infantry morale standpoint. Sorry my flying's bad. I'm over here reading the chat. Back from Stalingrad or forward. They were thousands of miles from home with weak supplies. Yep. As soon as that winter hit, dude, that was it. They should have pulled out. made peace with one of us. We should have made, you know, peace with either Russia or the United States. Though I think, you know, by that point Russia wasn't gonna, they didn't care if Hitler gave up or not. He was going to Berlin. I can only imagine. For the Battle of Kurdistan refused, yeah. Shouldn't have attacked him in the first place. Yeah, I mean, think about how many tanks they lost there. 2, you know? Isn't that like the largest tank battle ever happened in Kursk? Aircraft back here. I don't know what they are. Might be bombers or something. No, we're gonna stay with our flight. Speaking of tanks, I don't know if you guys have this game, but there are tanks in this game too. I have yet to play it. Wendy's double stack, some fries and a sweet tea, plain with just cheese. Oh my gosh. Wendy's is so good. Hello, comrade. He didn't like that. Kind of wiggled off a little bit. I'm trying to get up next to him. Come here, dude. Come say hi. Let me just not do that. I'm ram into him. See, there was a tank battle at Kursk in a huge old military burial site. The tanks were blowing up corpses from the ground. There were skeletons flying through the air. Oh my god. That's disgusting. Ugh. There's probably some pressure buried ones there too, with skin and stuff. that distract you from the fact that Hector's going to be running 3 Honda Civics with spoon engines. And on top of that, he just came into Harry's and ordered 3 T66 turbos with NOS and a Motec system exhaust. Running, Dom. I'm not running. All right, we're almost to target. Finally. Fighters. I'm thinking with the amount that they sent, like the amount of us that they sent, we might run into some resistance. Probably couldn't get away with doing stuff like this today, like riding all over your plane. Oh, is that our target down there? Oh, that's to see a village. Might be just beyond that. Yeah, like painting your plane white in the winter, and then writing, you know, death to Nazis and for Stalin on the side of your plane. Probably won't fly today. No pun intended. Alright, here we go. Looks like I'm full throttling. Got a little bit of flack. Not getting shot in the face with flak this time. Oh my god, did you see that? That hit him? I don't know. We're going in though. Let's see, let's find a nice target. Not again, don't do it again. See, do we get it? Get it? Yes! We got it! Yeah! Oh shoot, they're shooting. No, sorry Bob. No, sorry Bob. Not again. Not again. I don't see enemy aircraft. Oh, that was close. So I got a searchlight and a flat gun. And I do not see enemy aircraft anywhere. Hoorah! I don't know the lyrics, but I'll sing the Russian USSR. Something like that. Oh, trust me, I'm on my toes. I'm on my toes. Commissar. Do not worry. Professional I-16 pilot. These Nazis stand no chance against big Russian machine. Oh no, it seems one of my comrades has been KIA. We are missing a spot in our formation. It should be right here. We'll drink vodka when we get back in his honor. He would want this. He would want this. The Sacred War is better in my opinion. See Steiner strutting about his chest bearing the cross of iron. No more pussyfooting about. What is the Sacred War? Which one is that? Sorry if I'm out of the loop. Which one's the Sacred War? Which one is the Sacred War? The Great War. Oh! Yeah. Okay. It's a song. I should have known because I was just singing. Which one is the name of the one I was singing? Is the one I was singing? Is that the Sacred War? Or is it just a completely different song? Probably a different one. How about this one? You ready for this? Auf der Heide blüht ein kleines Blümelein und das heißt Erika. Well, we shouldn't sing that. We're not Steiner right now. With Vasily Zaitsev. Do not sing these fascist songs. This is the song of the Nazi pigs. Okay, I think we're about to fly over like an artillery piece, and I don't feel comfortable with that. To be honest, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and move my heading here. Makes me a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know why they decided to fly right over top of that. Is this an enemy airfield right here? Okay, they're shooting at me now. I was going to go see about strafing some airplanes down there, just because, but I'm going to play it safe. Did I just get hit? I think I just got hit. I think I actually just got hit. I don't see any holes. But I heard something. I'm not leaking anything, am I? No? Alright, we're gonna just step on the gas here. I'm not trying to fly slow in formation. We're gonna see if we can just make it back. Yes, Vasily's got 2 kills. 2 HS-129 bombers. Or ground attack fighters. Whatever you want to call them. Yes, we've got 2 so far during this career. This is our 3rd sortie. Are we even taking this long way around? I'm kind of confused. Are we just doing that to get back on our side of the lines? We'll follow the flight path. Yes, he's great hero of Soviet Union. You get 2,000 rubles for kill. We have 4,000 rubles. And we're gonna play it safer with this guy. I really want him to survive. Had a lot of bad luck. Though I think after we land this one, we are going to switch it over to a new German World War I campaign just to spice it up a little bit. And I can't get enough of the World War I stuff. It's so much fun. Plus, I love the snow. A lot of them are in the snow. Some of those missions, though, are just so long. Because you're flying at like average 100 to 120 kilometers an hour, and some of the missions are like, 80 kilometers away and then 80 kilometers back. So oh shoot. Hold on a minute. I think we've got contact here. Yeah, they're taking off from their airfield, I believe. Or are they? They taking off? Yeah, they're taking off. We're gonna jump them. Got it. 2 enemy aircraft, probably fighters, taking off from the runway right now. About to start a dive on them. Where'd they go? Okay, I see one. Oh man, I'm a little bit too fast. We'll go back up. We'll swing back up. The 109's trying to follow me here. Let's see if we can attempt a hammerhead. Oh, a little bit awkward, a little bit awkward. Hey, we got it though. Come here, you fascist dog. Alright, we're gonna switch. So that one doesn't get on my 6. Alright, we're gonna switch back. Man, their engine power is just so high. And my guys are not, oh my god, my guys are not helping me. Alright, so we gotta make quick work of this guy. Oh my god, if we don't stall. Because my teammates are not actually helping me. They are flying on. sucks and you can't see when they're pulling that much AOA. Can't actually see what you're shooting at. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I know I said that we're gonna be smart. This was a very bad decision. I really thought my guys were gonna get in here and like actually do something, but they decided they weren't gonna do that, I guess. Machine guns are pea shooters, man. Oh shit, I'm getting hit. Alright, we gotta bail. Oh no 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 no! Vasily! Oh my gosh. No, this is the thing though. They flew by me. I was only about a kilometer ahead of them. Look, okay, I can restart the mission. Because I did not put on Iron Man for this one. Thank God. But no, they just kept flying by. Like they went past me. And we're going to abort. If my guys had come with me, it wouldn't have been a bad idea, but they did not come with me. So, yeah. Vasily's gonna live to fight another day. If he gets shot down again, though, I'll just let him be dead. And correct my actions going forward once again. I'm sitting there thinking, oh, there's 8 of us and 2 of them. We're all gonna jump. Vasily's not dead, comrade. He's still alive. Thanks to stellinium my plane was made of. I-16 made of pure stellinium. Well, German Empire, obviously. We want the Albatross. We do not want the Fokker E. Yeah, we will go back to our I-16. But I do want to do this a little bit. Do want a little bit of Albatross action. Yeah, no lone wolf hot dogging anymore. But hey, to be fair, I thought my guys were going to jump on that. And we might, going forward, have to put the 20 mils back on the airplane because it's nice having all that ammo. And it's like when you need to work someone quick, when there's multiple. Like if I could have got that guy off the rip, like I started with an advantage. They were low and slow. I was high and fast. But, I mean, I don't even know how many times I shot him. Here we go. that how you spell it? Does anyone know how to spell Herman Goring? Yeah, I had a textbook's advantage, and I went and, you know, pissed it all away. Does anyone know how to spell that, though? Herman Goring? I feel like I misspelled that. Goering? Okay, cool. I'm doubled on the end there. I need to get rid of that. Okay. Ah, I forgot to change this picture again. Fuck. Okay, well, we got a strange looking guy with a mustache. Yeah. It was just my mistake thinking that, you know, there's going to be 8 of us versus 2 109s. And it's like, dude, that they have such engine power over me. Like, yes, I can outturn them, but it's like it's not by, like, it kind of evens out because of their engine power. They can hold a lot of speed through a turn. Or maybe if I even stayed boom and zoom, I might have been able to work them. But even still, I don't know. Those guns, just not it unless you get a lucky fire. Yeah, this mustache is kind of crazy. And the hairline. I don't think this is what Mr. Herman looked like. But hey, he survived the war. Let's not forget that. Mr. Herman survived the war, so my thinking is our guy will also survive the war. Ground forces are asking to destroy the enemy balloon. Okay, killing a balloon today. Great thing about this, dude, you can even put a... Is that like an overwing? I'm guessing that's like an overwing. I just want to see what that looks like on the plane. Yeah, it's an overwing. Oh, dude, that's probably deadly. That is probably stupid strong. I like that. That'll work. I like that too. We'll go with Red Heart. He was. And guess what? More importantly, he survived. Alright. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab a snack, and then we will take off. Be right back. Let's do it. Oh yeah, the beautiful snow. See what this 20 mil does. Assuming it's separate from my regular trigger. was. Now this 20 might be really good for the balloon, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, yeah. We're going to preserve this 20 mil for that balloon. Yeah. See what it does. If we have any extra, then if we run into any fighters or something, or bombers or whatever, we'll try them out on that too. Now, is that angled up? It is kind of angled up. Okay. Gotta keep that in mind. Do a slight dive. So can I speed this up? Speed up our flight here. Does that actually speed us up, or is it just pretending? This is a really long flight, so just trying to cut down on the time it's going to take. That way we can get there quicker. Yeah, see, look, they could have sent a squadron from way down south to go do this. Why'd they send us? See, that actually... Let's see. Seems like it gets us there faster. Yeah, it definitely does. I had issues with this before where I had it on 8 times and it wasn't actually getting us there any faster. Very bumpy. Extremely bumpy. Extremely bumpy. Banging around inside the cockpit. Then you got the... Whoa. I like that they have the slow-mo, but what they could have like made the propeller, you know what I mean? Like slow down too, because like when you do it, it doesn't actually, you know, it is really slow, but the propeller still looks like it's moving fast. Almost halfway. We're about a third of the way there. Once again, I don't know why they send us all the way up north to go take out a observation balloon, which probably needs to be taken out fairly quickly. But no, they're like, ah, send the guys from up there. They got it. It'll only take them an hour to get here. After they prepare for takeoff, which probably takes at least an hour. Maybe two. Just look how slow that map is moving. This is 8 times speed. What's today? Friday? No, today's Thursday. Damn. That's less nauseating. Nauseating. Less nauseating. Hey, look, there's literally airfields right here below us. Right down there. Couldn't have sent these guys? Yeah, it is doing that weird thing. Alright, the rest of the way from here. Let's go up. Some fighters. Yeah, this one ain't bad. It's pretty maneuverable. Loves to go up though, for some reason. It's got the Fokker D1 syndrome. Oh, that's the moon. Tripped me out. A lot of fighters up ahead, actually. Five enemy fighters, probably protecting that balloon. One, two, three, four, five. Is that fighter's off to our right? I'm seeing aircraft on the map. To our right. Are we getting like dove on right now? They're definitely converging on us. Oh, they're right below us. Okay. Let's not worry too much about them. They're below us still right now. That's a lot of them though. my guys, though. Are they shoot? I think I just heard gunshots. My guys still in formation. So we can just outrun them. We can do that, but... Oh, no, they're out of formation. Alright, we're going in. Alright. Let's see what little baguette-eating French boy wants some of this 20 mil. That looks French. That looks French. That is French. And I lost him? Oh, no, he's right there in front of me. Oh, hello. Hello, mi kids. Oh, oh no, I didn't realize. Really? 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 Dude, my luck, dude. Who wants to bet that was a friendly? It just rammed into me. Who wants to bet? Huh. Yeah, that's what you get, you idiot. This is the man responsible for us dying right there. This one right here. This guy is the sole responsible reason for why we are right here. And our plane is right down there below us. These fucking idiots, man. I couldn't even tell you how often this happens. Because this one... No, wait, that's my plane. This is my plane. Right here. This right here is the jackass responsible. Damn it, man. God damn it. All that for nothing. Literally the first mission. Get rammed into by some fucking idiot. Like, do you not have spatial awareness? I don't know if that's going to count us as dead. So I'm just going to restart it and then end it. Yep. You know, classic IL2. Classic. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna end it off tonight, guys. Thanks for joining in. Drop some likes on the stream. And, yeah, I'll try and be back on tomorrow. Now, I did get iRacing, and I might stream that. I'm not sure. It is a lot of fun though, even though I really suck at that. Like I literally just got it, so we'll see. But thanks for hanging out with me, fellers. I'm gonna go cry.